Alright, here's this morning's stream. Let me get my other thing here. Oh, there it is. Finally got the hang of the OBS studio thing. I didn't do a recap last night. I just had, I had some errands to run. Quite a bit of them, so I didn't have time to do that. But anyway, here's this higher time frame. I'll go look up in here. I'll put the book map here. And I marked the overnight high and low. Yeah, let's see what places I'm. Oh yeah, I guess I should do the. Do we have any funky economic news that could get all weird on us today? Well, there's a bunch of aftermarket stuff, after hours, and we have Michigan consumer sentiment. That's gotten pretty weird. Had some weird stuff on, I've had some volatility on Michigan consumer sentiment before. That can be a big deal. Oh, I gotta get some coffee in my system here. I'm like, because I went to something last night and I was out a little bit later than usual. It was something I had to go take care of, so I was out a little bit later than usual. Didn't get as much sleep as I'd like. So, oh well, that I get some coffee, have a good smoke here, and I'll start waking up. So, yeah, 5:30 was what's core durable goods? I don't know what that is. Change in the total measures the change in the total value of new orders for long-lasting manufactured goods, excluding transportation items. What was it? Does that have something to do with it? How many aircraft orders are they building? Yeah. Okay, that's new to me. Okay, 37 minutes. So what time is this? No, I don't want to click on that. Go back. Okay, it's 7. I'm Pacific time. I'm in the Pacific time zone, so 7. 7. That could be dirty, dirty. I don't want that. And then at 10 we've got this oil rig thing. I don't know how big of a deal it's. moderate volatility. So, I mean, if it's moderate or if it's high volatility, want to stay out of that. You know, or if you have a whole bunch of events all happening at once, that's like, who knows, can throw the auction out the window. I don't want to be in there during that. Here, you know, I'm trying to work on the IB setups in the T lab that we're in the traders lab we're working on. I'm wondering if that's the right setup for me to be working on. Because you know, there's times during that first hour you might have that first hour and there's not enough of a range or stuff going on throughout the rest of the day for you to, you know, for me to really do anything with, and I'm just kind of sitting there for the next 6 hours wondering if I'll have any setup. Let's see where this is going here. And I had somebody I was chatting with send me these levels. It's so I'm looking at these. I don't know. See, what is this? It's I don't know if I'll be able to make use of this here, and it's so many levels. It's I just I don't know what I can do with that right now. But anyway, you know, it's Friday and we're gonna have Bruce doing a stream, so I'm just gonna hang out here till 7 and you know, try to do a little narration of what I think's going on. And who knows today? Well, if I happen to see something that looks like one of the IB setups, then I'll attempt to get in there and it's hard to define what the criteria is because it's not a mechanical thing. I think in very mechanical terms. You know, it's like I want to turn this into a machine-like deal, but then there's subjectivity involved. Which makes it very difficult. It's a topic that I talk about on the Traders Lab a lot with the you know, the fellow members in there and with Tom, and you know, it's like, how do I measure something subjective, because then there's more random input. So how do I measure something with random inputs? You know, if you want to measure something, you take the randomness out of it, of the process you're trying to measure. Like a factory, they're going to do the exact same thing every time, and then they can figure out, okay, here's a failure rate of our product, or you know, you're running some food related operation, you're going, okay, here's an exact recipe, we're going to bake 100,000 loaves of bread exactly the same way. You know, here's precisely the amount of flour and eggs and water and salt goes into the dough and everything, and you put this exact weight of dough into the pan, and you put it in the oven at 350 for 1 hour and 6 minutes or whatever. You have an exact formula, and you're doing it over and over 100,000 times, and you're going, what's my rate of having a unsellable product here that I'm going to lose money on? How often does the product come out according to the standards we're looking for? And when we have all this, every moment in the market's unique and random, and anybody can step in at a moment's notice, or not with no notice. You can have some huge, massive player come in, and big institution, big bank could come in here potentially and just slam the thing. Let me see, I got a question here in Discord. Okay, the market's opening. We got a bunch of liquidity up here. This stuff it can be added, it can vanish. There might not be any intention to actually trade these. Let's see, add, poll. You have a whole bunch of ads and polls. And, is this saying this could be too high right here? It's, where's some higher targets? I think this was 188.5. I made a thicker line here. I have to go back further. So that's something from back in February. See, and my data on Tradevate, it doesn't do so well with going back far. You're getting less and less data, and it barely goes into September of last year. Rithmic, I can go back further. RTrader Pro. Maybe I'll bring that up. So we got that overnight high at 74. Nope, nope. Rhythmic isn't letting me go that much further back either. So only other thing I'd have is a trading view. Yeah, see, I kind of figured it's gonna go up into this stuff. And, oh, what I had this as a potential long yesterday, around 94. Did we hit any other stuff? Can it make it into this? Does this even matter? Well, everything I'm looking at would be like, you know, well, why would it go up? Or what? Crap, what did I just say? I said, well, yeah, I'd be like, you know, why would it go down at this point? You have all these shorts waiting to get chopped up. You see if I bring my charts up. I'm at the trading view thing. Oh, this one here has delayed data on it. Oh, yeah, I gotta bring it over here. So this one, it's you go back since, you know, since the all-time high. You know, and ever since then, you know, it's been 41.29.50 is the VPOC of this whole thing since that all-time high. I don't know if that really matters for what I'm doing. Looks like you know, we're getting in an area where, you know, 4,200, that could be a problem. No, not a problem. I mean, that could be where it could be resistance 4,200. I don't know. I might be looking at crap that doesn't matter. You know, what does it matter what happened a year ago? You know, everybody knows that. Well, hopefully my mic is working decently. I tried to adjust all my settings. I had like two people yesterday and that were watching this, and they said that my microphone was. I got one person said that it sounded fine, and I reviewed the videos, and the audio sounds fine to me. And I've gone through all of my yeah, I've gone through all of my stuff here. I'm looking at all my audio settings, my microphone settings. I'm using a gaming headset, so it's not going to be as good as having a real, uh, like a real studio microphone. But you think it's, I listen to the audio on my videos. It's adequate, I think. I think I got the settings right. I went through and looked at all of it. So hopefully it's better now. Yep, I'm just typing something here to somebody. Price. We're talking about what happened yesterday, and yesterday, here's our overnight. Oh no, where was it? No, it's the 26th. Oh yeah, yeah, that was it. Okay, now there's the overnight session low 32, and and here's your IB low, and we never really got back down here to the IB low or the overnight low, and we had this discussion in the traders lab yesterday, and so we had that discussion in the traders lab yesterday, and since it didn't come back below here, below the overnight stuff and the IB low, then if its price isn't able to make its way down, then I'm looking at the stats on the upper side, because those have just as high of the statistical probability as the overnight low and initial balance low to be taken out. I'm talking about the overnight high and the initial balance high. They have the same, 90+% odds of getting taken out as the lows do. The overnight and IB lows do. So, it wasn't able to take it out here yesterday. So I should have been like, it's not able to take it out here. So where's my targets now? It's the other side. And we were in balance. It was a mean reversion until it wasn't able to get below here, is what the whole point of the conversation was. And but I was working on the yeah, I did get it. Let me bring up the file from yesterday. Yeah, so I can go over this right now. Yeah, so you have so yesterday was kind of day was yesterday. That was it was high in range yesterday, because look, the 24th, there's your 24th, here's your 25th, and it's within the range of this. It didn't gap, so it's high in range. And you're looking at high in range. 97% one of the IBs taken out, 93% one of the overnights taken out, or touched. And this is what I did yesterday. See, I was just like, oh, where's it going? Where's it going? Something's gonna happen around here. And then I saw that, and I was like, okay, well, it's not getting below here. There's the previous retail price. It doesn't want to go below that, so they're going, okay, that's the it's going, it's worth more than this. And then I see here it's compressing. Look, then I got in right there, scaled, and this I couldn't see this happen. It happened. It was just like boom. But that happened within 10 seconds or something. Just went boom. And when you have that happen, usually there's a pretty violent fallback. If you have some sudden movement in one direction, you know, there's going to be, it's like throwing a lead weight up in the air. You know, it's going to come down real fast. You know, so this just lifted off, and then gravity came back and pulled it back down. You know, going, you know, whoa, we just went up real high with this price. Now it's going down. And you know, and I kind of was seeing, you know, hey, look at these stops going on. This is quickly running out of gas. I better push the button now. There's higher targets, but I think there was something around this area that I didn't label on the higher time frame. I wish I could have figured out Investor RT. That just such a hassle to use that software. It is not user friendly at all. That was just a real it was not fun to screw around with. So what am I looking at right now with what's currently happening? And that was good. I went to review what happened with this. So this was wrong context. Wrong context. This is not an IBF context. We went over that in the discussion yesterday in the Traders Lab. We weren't able to get to that downside like I was talking about. We weren't able to make it past, you know, to the overnight low, and even past we couldn't even get to the IB low. So only way you're going is up. Or that's what it appears at the time, like this thing can just do all sorts of crazy stuff. The market can do anything. There's too many people doing too many things for too many different reasons, and that's why it's random, because you can't tell what it's going to do. So there's just too many different types of participants all doing stuff, and you don't know what all of them are doing, and they don't really know what you're doing. And we have collective herd mentality behavior that we see in here, and that's a lot of what we're operating on is, you know, what's the rest of the herd doing? I'm just trying to get on board with what are these people with more money than me doing? I don't need to make hundreds of millions of dollars like some of these people putting on these big lots. You know, I could, like, who is it? I can see some smaller orders, individuals. So what are we looking at here? So that's from one. So this right here, how much is that? IQ can put on 162. They're making a lot. They're making a lot of money or losing a lot of money. Uh, Okay, well, okay, real quick, I gotta wrap this up because I'm gonna watch Bruce. And so 4194. I got this on the screen. 4194. That's an NV POC. Maybe I'll label that real quick here. $41.94, and that's a that's an NV POC. I'm gonna save that. Oh, I gotta click the thing. It's a line. So that would be the one going up, and I'm working on the IB trade, so I can't really do anything for a half hour here. I might not end up trading today. We gotta see. Like I'm juggling around. I'm doing the moderator thing. I'm trying to watch streams. It's you know. Well, I'm gonna shut this down now. I'm gonna go watch Bruce.